Good afternoon, everyone. You guys, we're not at the bank. Hi, everybody. Hi. How are we doing? Having a good time? Yeah. We're our first-time winter chill-outers here. Where are they? Okay, good. Hope you're getting a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at some things big and small. See a little bit how we do stuff in the wintertime. And the snow is my idea, so hope you enjoyed that. So is the sun. That's going to melt it all away, so you get a little bit of everything today. I'm Tony, I'm your cruise director today. Couple rules of housekeeping. Video and photo are not permitted in this presentation. This is a exclusive thing we do for Winter Chill Out attendees, and we are going to show you some things you haven't seen before yet for this upcoming season, but we've not made any public announcements. So the reason why we're all here today is because of a kid again. All the money raised from this event goes directly to a kid again. The ticket sales, the raffle sales of the Steel Vengeance model, whatever we collect there will also go to a kid again. But a lot of you probably don't know much about a kid again, so we're going to kind of introduce them to you real quick. And we do have some special guests with us today, and one of them is Christine Bucknell, who's the executive director of a kid again here in Northern Ohio. So please welcome Christine.
That are here today, not only to see all the fun stuff that Cedar Point has planned for you this year and some of the secrets, but also just to support a kid again. As the video said, we support families that raise children with life-threatening conditions, and we let them take time out from illness by going to places like Cedar Point and zoos and baseball games and so forth. The average cost in raising a child with a critical illness is between $400,000 and $600,000 annually. So that's every year. After the deductibles, they start, you know how we hate I gotta start over with my deductible. So when these families get to go on these adventures that you all now helping pay for, a lot of them, it really allows them to just put illness aside. It helps the brothers and sisters navigate the whole system of what they're going through too, because they spend more time in hospitals than they should. And it helps alleviate a little pressure from the parents. So all I can do is thank you to Cedar Point. Thank you for everybody that's here. Our families, if you're ever here, I can't remember what day we're coming this year. Do you know by chance? It's sometime in June. So look for us. We'll be here sometime in June, and you will see yourself the smiles that you guys are creating by being here today. So thank you so much.
You know, they're a great organization. They provide lots of fun for families. We provide lots of fun for families. It's a great tie-in. It's local. We believe in them. And I will say, if you get a chance to see them in the park and seeing the smiles that these kids have, it's amazing. Also amazing would be the fact that you guys, between today and tomorrow, have raised over $150,000. So thank you all so very much for being here. Really, this is the reason we're here, but there's also some fun surprises that we throw in too as a part of that donation. So we do have Adam Sandy, who's here. He is from the Zamperla group who built the Wild Mouse, it's our Wild Mouse, their Wild Mouse. Something like that. He's the roller coaster sales and marketing director for Zamperla, so if you have some questions about that and about the Wild Mouse, he can answer those, and we will let him come up here and tell you a little bit about the ride real quick. But let's go right into the boardwalk, shall we? Let's start there. There's that number again. It'll come up a little bit. One of the things we would like to show you today is how you will enter the area. There will be two of these portal signs. We will put these two signs at the boardwalk entryway, so you will see these as you enter either side of the boardwalk. And if you are a guest that's been here for many years, that kind of should look familiar to you, right? Right? So over on Cleveland Road, this used to be the main marquee design for Cedar Point. So we wanted to incorporate a little bit of that history into this, so there you go. And then of course there's the Wild Mouse spinning roller coaster, right? Did we all have a chance to sit in the car? Yeah! It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah! It's very cheesy. You know who else is cheesy? You know who else is cheesy? Adam Sandy, everybody. Adam Sandy.
All right. Thank you for that warm welcome, always, Tony.
It's a good transition.
Yeah, perfect. So thanks, everybody. Just a few things about Wild Mouse, kind of the history on that project. Cedar Point came to us and said, we love your guys' kind of spinning coaster, spinning mouse. You make one of the best in the industry. We'd like one, but you need to change it completely. Fantastic. So we did a few things. First big thing, obviously Cedar Point has some of the best park operations in the world. I mean, hourly capacity is fantastic. And so how do we do that on a single car vehicle? Really tough. If you think about the Wildcat they used to have, single car is really hard to operate. How do we keep people moving? I know Tony hates this phrase, but it's a moving station.
So the whole building doesn't move.
Well, it's going to be the
It's
manuals,
floor
you have to
that-
deal with it.
The floor that. The floor that.
Fine, moving floor, whatever you like. The floor doesn't move, so he's wrong already. See?
The official term is moving station.
There you go.
I accept. It's fine.
And that is how we're keeping this thing, really keeping the line moving to be very popular, we think, because it's actually 42 inches to ride a company. If you think about Cedar Point's lineup, they've got the Intamin coaster, the Vekoma, I think those are 36, 39 to ride. After that, the rest of the coaster collection, I believe, is up to 48 inches. So if you've got younger sister, younger brother, they've kind of got that gap in there. And at Zamperla, we really believe about kind of that first big coaster, that big step up. So those kids that come, they've ridden the other ones, they can now ride this, and it's something for them to conquer before they move up to like Millennium Force or Vengeance. And we think that's really neat. You know, part of coming to a park is multi-generational, parents, grandparents, and kids. And when we can do that all together, we think it's a home run. The other big thing is accessibility. So guests in wheelchairs, if they want to ride, we've made it a lot easier. We actually have a hinge on one of the doors. I think it's the cheese car, is the ADA car. So that one actually opens to the side. So instead of having to kind of work around the fiberglass, guests can do what we call a transfer. That's getting the vehicle much, much easier. Zamperla is actually a leader in accessibility for rides. It's something we're very serious about, very important to us. And we're incorporating that into our new design. So we're really excited about it. We hope to see all you guys opening day and go for a ride together. And thank you so much to Cedar Point for having me here.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you for taking our money. All right, let's get into some things. Wild Mouse, you may have seen a car out there fully unwrapped. This is the rest of the colors, okay? Anybody have a favorite? The blue one?
Shoes!
Purple? So yours is your purple. All the purple fans, you can say Ride Vehicle 3 is my favorite, like Roller Coaster Tycoon style. Ride Car 3 is my favorite now, but seriously, you're going to have to pick the name of the car you like, because you'll have Ziggy, who's the purple. Nope, that's more of a magenta-ish. Zaggy, who's purple. Dizzy is green. Maisie is turquoise-ish. Green, turquoise. Chase is red. And then there's Larry. So, are there any Larrys in the audience today? A couple? Okay, good. Last time we had none. It's great. So this car's for you. Our landscaping team is also doing some cool things with the Wild Mouse. You guys know the medallion that's always in the middle of the flower beds that highlights the new attraction for the year? They will be doing this as their design. All of that in flowers. So when you ride Skyride, look down, you will see this fully in bloom, probably in late June, early July will probably look its best. So take a look. Atomic Scrambler is going to look like this. Here's a closer look at the cars and the color scheme of the cars. Just a little bit of a refresh to fit in. And that atomic symbol on the back. The Matterhorn, pretty much intact, but we'll get some purple color, some snowflakes, a little refreshing here and there. Cars will still stay the same color. And Tiki Tour becomes Calypso, as we've announced. So Calypso, new sign, new colors, new theming, and a few other accoutrements added to it. I don't know what that means, but I like to say it, accoutrement. Then there's Cedar Point's Grand Pavilion. This is what I'm most looking forward to. Are you ready to go inside?
Yes.
Okay. 20 of you are. Sweet. Are all of you ready to go inside?
Yeah.
Yay! The doors are open. Let's go get food. Can you smell it already? So this is very similar to some of our other food service locations in the park. It has that same theme. And for those of you who look at that and go, oh yeah, just like that, Peter, just like the others, this gets you your food faster. And that is why this design works so well. We tried it at Cedar Point Shores, saw success there, saw success at Kings Island, saw success at other parks. That means you don't have to wait in line as long. So it has 2 serving lines. You go up there, you get your food, and on either side are the indoor dining rooms. Okay? You're going to see that in a minute, but I want to draw your attention to that right there. I don't know if you know this, but you are actually sitting inside the original Grand Pavilion.
Wow.
Yep, you are. This floor was not here. It was a giant open hall. And if we tore down all of these walls on the sides, you would see the beautiful architecture that's still there. It's very, very old, obviously, but there was some stained glass there. So we actually took the original stained glass and have incorporated it into that window there. So when you walk into the Grand Pavilion and you see that, there's a little nod to our history, and you can tell someone something very cool that they may or may not know, because it'll just look like a regular stained glass window, but it is very special. It comes right from this room. And this is one of the dining rooms. There are two of them, one on either side. These windows open completely, so you can get a nice breeze in the summer. And we step upstairs. This is going to be off to your left. This is a quick service food location, so this will have more of your snacks. Not like chips, but like, I don't even know. Sure, hot dogs, brats. No, it'll have better stuff than that, but that's what they'll serve it. And to the left of it, over here, is the outdoor patio one that faces the Hotel Breakers. And then next to this, and off to the right, is my favorite spot. That is the new bar. My seat is right here. I'm going to get them to put a plate on it that says Tony. The back patio is the one that faces Lake Erie, so you can go out there and have a drink, see the boardwalk, see the beach, see Lake Erie. And on the right is the other outdoor patio that faces Gatekeeper and the rest of the area over there. Pretty cool. Inside, let's see what we're going to eat. Dry rubbed pork tenderloin. Why do I say that like that? I said it last time. Tenderloin. It's a tenderloin, not a tenderloin. Slow roasted turkey breast, island pineapple chicken, Creole butter shrimp, daisy. I'm just gonna make stuff up now. Daisy carved rotisserie sandwiches, beer battered walleye steak fries, ramen noodle salad, key lime pie, glazed pineapple, Bavarian nuts with rotating flavors, artisan flatbread pizza, jumbo chicken wings, shaved Brussels slaw. And I'm gonna take a guess and say you probably ate something from this menu today.
Yeah.
Was it good? All right. Other changes in the park. Senior Vargas is going to take a walk. This happened last time too. But he's going to take a walk across the Midway, and he's going to hang out with the Derby dogs. Which makes all the sense in the world. Walking tacos will be served at the Derby dog stand. So it's still staying there, but this is going to become a bar. Oh, see, now it's okay. What? Oh, okay. So think margaritas, adult drinks, adult beverages from this location. Oh, that was funny. Speaking of funny, there's a porta potty in front of Chick-fil-A. And that signals that it's being flushed. Okay, no reaction. All right, well, good. So, help me out, guys. Help me out. I don't know what's going on. Chick-fil-A is not coming back. If you noticed, all of our other Cedar Fair parks have kind of went away with Chick-fil-A because the contract is over, the agreement is over, so we're moving on to other options because our culinary teams, by the way, are getting better and better and better each year. So you may or may not have gotten a taste of something going in this place. So more on that later, but you probably have some of it. And then, perhaps... I hate Mac Shack too, that's why we're getting rid of it.
No, I like that.
Did anybody have some mac and cheese from Mac Shack today?
Yes.
Well, it was your last. It was your last supper. I don't know how to deliver these messages, because people are weird about certain things and they're so passionate about cheese. I go to Wisconsin and I was like, okay, yes, I will miss it. It's not like we won't serve mac and cheese elsewhere. It's just the Mac Shack is not going to be open this year. So, I know. That's correct. You guys, just embrace that you had the last Mac Shack meal today. And nobody else got a chance to do that. Well, the other thousands of people that are here. But anyway, another change we're making is that Forbidden Frontier will also not open in 2023. How many of you have experienced Forbidden Frontier? That is the reason why it is not open. Listen, in all seriousness, okay, how many of you come to Halloween weekends? How many of you went through the Fright Zone that was there? And that is exactly why we're not opening. So that attraction's been very interesting for us. We tried storytelling, we tried doing something different out there, but in the end, people vote with their feet, as we like to say in the industry. And if more of you went, we probably would have kept it open, but the experience was great for those who went. We all agree about that, but we need that land. And so we're going to utilize that in a different way in the future. I can't say what that is because even I don't even know, but that's what they're saying. One of the things we're doing that's very different for us is a new online trivia game show. So this is Midway Game Night. It's coming up mid-March. It goes every Thursday. At the end of that, we will take the winners of the Midway Game Night. We'll do a grand championship. It's basically online trivia that you can play from home. We're going to do it at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Thursday nights. And you buy a fun box online, you get the fun box and all the things that are coming with it that make you feel like you're at the park. You can sit on your couch and play with family and friends and do some trivia, answer some Cedar Point questions. I may or may not make an appearance. So if you go check that out on the website, you should purchase now and get your slot before they sell out. So that's pretty cool. Way to take Cedar Point home with you. There's that. And then there are questions. By the way, before we go, I will dismiss you by group, so do not everybody get up at once. Someone just said please. Thank you. With the frontier area being vacated, does that include the playground? Yeah, the whole area is now closed.
What do you do with playground?
None of your business. I'm just kidding. If we do end up doing something in the future, obviously we're not just going to tear that out and throw it away. That play structure and everything, we would probably repurpose that somewhere else. What? Did you text that in? What is happening with Top Thrill? What's Top Thrill? Still no Town Hall Museum? No. So what I want you guys to do is not get attached to the Town Hall Museum physical building. People seem to latch onto that as the only place we can showcase Cedar Point history. It is not the only place we can showcase Cedar Point history. That was put on hold during the pandemic, and with all the money that we had to spend on all the other projects that got set aside, like Castaway Bay, Sawmill Creek, that project was put aside. So that may come back in the future in some form. But I want you to just, kind of let go of the Town Hall Museum building being, and that's not an admission that something's happening to it. I just want to make that clear. But a lot of people think it's got to be in that building and that's what it has to be. But we can still showcase our history without the building. In a different and new way, probably. What's going on with Iron Dragon's track? Exactly. I mean, I know what's happening. They're doing work on Iron Dragon. That's what's happening with it. How much fun was it working on Wild Mouse? I love all the throwbacks to the original and Wildcat. Did you guys catch the Wildcat?
Yes.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I will say it's been fun. Adam and I have worked a lot together.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
In a strange way.
Yeah.
Like we got to unveil the car to the cheese car to the industry down in Orlando at the big IAPA convention where we sell coasters and funnel cakes and vending machines.
11 miles of show floor from coasters to press pennies.
11 miles of aisles. And we stayed in one little booth as we unveiled a cheese car, so that was fun. But yeah, great. Zamperla is a great company to work with. Wild Mouse is a great coaster. We are excited to have it. Is it too early to talk Halloween weekends? Yes.
No.
Is the ice cream shop in the boardwalk rendering happening? I can't answer that. I don't really know. More coaster cutouts? Yes. Wild Mouse coaster cutouts. You see we just released some Wild Mouse merchandise online. Future plans on expanding the amount of hotels near the park. Not currently, but that's not a never say never kind of thing. We have a really good portfolio of hotels, so that is always a good option for everyone from Castaway to Express. One more. What happened to the CP juice stand? It was flattened. All right. So with that said, you will still be able to get CP juice stuff, just not at that stand anymore. In all seriousness, thank you so much for your donations. That's really what's important here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being here, making the trip wherever you came from.